Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. Today we're playing we're playing some Cultist Simulator. I have played this on my channel in the past. Unfortunately I don't have that save, so we're just gonna begin again. I forget the controls for this. Hold on. Keys. Okay. So that's zoom. So this game is it's like a tabletop card game, and your goal is to ascend through something. What that is, I have no idea. I can do unskilled labor to get some money. So money is very important in this game. Hold on, I'm gonna turn the volume down. There we go. Now I can hear myself. Well, maybe that's a little quiet. So there is different ways to ascend in this game in order to win. Just gonna name myself Fox. I have a passion and a contentment. Unfortunately, I don't have any lore, so I cannot do that. So this will start taking money every single turn. Can I turn off card stacking? Keys. Well, I guess not. Okay. So, this will start every 60 seconds. We'll take one money. And so if you do not have enough money, then you will lose pretty much. So you have to keep on top of that. There's also other things that can happen that make you lose. There's other ways to lose pretty much. So I know if you get too depressed, you can lose. If you get too fanatic, you can lose. If you get too sick, you can lose. There's a bunch of things. So I'm just going to do another unskilled labor, and maybe I'll be able to upgrade my vitality. I have played this game quite a lot. I will be reasonable. So these cards are temporary, and I have exhausted this. So that means that every once it's exhausted in 60 seconds, it'll unexhaust, and then I can use it again. This, on the other hand, at 108 seconds will disappear. So I will lose it. And if it's a higher version of it, then it degrades in quality, I believe. I believe I just got my first lore, which is a Watchman's Secret. So this is one of the ways to ascend through the Enlightenment path. I'm going to use this on my reasons so that way I can try to upgrade it. This should finish before this expires, and this should give me another vitality unless I get sick. And that will let me upgrade my health. This appears every so often, and it will consume dread. The way to counteract that is contentment. So I have 2 vitality now, so I can put, so in 30 seconds, I'll use that there. And then you can do the same with passion and reason as well. So reason gives you erudition. Now if I use both vitalities, I can essentially just exercise. So I think fascination decays into dread. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I got a fleeting reminiscence. Sure. Let's see what that does. I'll just exercise again. So that way I can keep earning some money. There's other ways. So usually if you go down the reason path, it gives you essentially just a job that you can do. If you go down passion, I believe it's artist. And then if you do health, it's unskilled labor, but you can get sick off of it. And then you have to spend money in order to recover. So this just made me sick. So it takes a health and then it becomes an illness, and I will have to spend something to take care of that. Sorry if I'm tutorializing a lot. This game doesn't really explain anything. So if I use passion, what can I put in here? Nothing? Okay. So right now I'm just trying to focus on getting the basics going. So I'm going to use both of my erudition. And these little outlines pretty much tell you where like things will show up. So these all appear on this line. I wish they would be like close together, but come on, snap into place. Whatever. So I now have an affliction, and I think I can use the vitality I got to recover with it. But that will take up my health for 60 seconds. That's the downside. I got 2 funds and my passion is exhausted. So then I'm just going to use health. I really don't want to do the reason path because it just constantly consumes a reason. That's the problem. But you get a glimmering from the passion. So I should be able to then study this once it's unexhausted. So I have 2 reason. I have 2 health technically. And then I have a passion. I'm going to study this just so I can start doing the esoteric path. See, I like having all of my things like grouped together, but unfortunately the game doesn't like you having all your things grouped together. So it automatically just places them like along this line. So I have an injury now, and I'm going to spend a medicine to recover that. And I'm going to start using this. I don't have anything for yearning. I got a mystique. And then I unlocked this, which is talking to someone. I think I have enough time to do this as well. This will unlock the next thing. Actually, I think I can. Could I put this on? No. So it has to have restlessness on it, which is an aspect. So I believe, no, okay. So I can't use Mystique. I think if I had like a fanaticism, I could use that. So this is an investigator. So mystic arts are kind of illegal. And so occasionally you'll have someone who is trying to research you. and like figure out if you're doing anything illegal. So we have to keep our stuff down, otherwise we will attract unwanted visitors. So I got another lore, which is an occult scrap. So these are spendable, so you can upgrade them or you can use them to explore. And if we go to this shop, then we can spend money to get new research. So Mystique on this will extend their timer pretty much. So it'll just give it another like 15 seconds and it'll just keep consuming it. That's the problem. I got a second glimmering, so I'm gonna study with that to get another passion. And then I have my health back. I wish they would stack. So I have a weary detective. So he'll just appear and check on me occasionally. And I'm gonna put my books over here for now. For now, we're at the beginning stages, so it's not really important to like organize everything, but you get a lot of cards later if you've seen my past videos. So this time I got the Victory of Crowns, so I'm not gonna spend any more money on that. I'm gonna do some unskilled. Can I use this? Yes. So this, using a stronger physique, lets me, I guess, be more skilled at it, so it's not completely unskilled labor. So this gave me a vivid imagination, and I'm also going to start trying to upgrade my health so I can upgrade that physique card. So then I can I am running low on funds, so you might see me die if we get to that point. I'm just gonna go for like half an hour. I have thought about trying to like edit some of this out, just like the dead spots, but I don't like editing, so we're not doing that. So I got now if I use this, and then I can use 2 passion, and then I can add an inspiration. So I'll use this. And so if it says it'll have an impact, that means that there's a possibility that you will get more money from it, more like cards, things like that. I can spend money on paints, which could possibly give me a return on investment, or later on you can get different paints. So I have 2 vitality. I'm gonna study this again. So this one doesn't expire for another 152 seconds. So by that time, this should complete, and then I can combine these together into the higher one, get another vitality, and then upgrade it to its stronger form. That's the goal, at least. I know I'm not really going into the esoteric things. So I got a bunch of stuff. So I got 5 mystique from that, a glimmering, which isn't super helpful. So let's do this, and my health. Oh my god, clicking wrong. So this might give me enough vitality to upgrade. A lot of this is just managing timers. Now, I will say the game has a good reminder of like where you put cards. So I have my vitality. So I'm going to use these 2, upgrade it into a higher one. In that time frame, I should have this ready, which will let me upgrade another one, and then I can upgrade my physique. And at the same time, I can use this. Okay, I have an extra vitality somehow. I don't usually explore the other paths. Let's use that extra vitality. This will be a mood piece, and I'm not going to spend money on paints. So this will create fanaticism, I believe, or resentment, or no, restlessness, sorry. And this will then decay into dread. So I'm not going to spend money on paints. So this might give me less money. I have my vitality, a lesson learned. So a lesson learned is the higher value one. And as you try to upgrade more, it takes more lessons learned. So for the first one, I believe it only takes 2. So I got 3 contentment for that, 2 mystique, which these won't stack because they are of different timers. Stack that back together because I want to wait until I can upgrade my health. So if I dream on dread, I can use contentment and get rid of it. So that way I'm not building up too much dread at the same time. So now if I use a skill and then 2 lessons learned, I can upgrade that in another 60 seconds. I'm just going to do some cheap unskilled labor. So hopefully I don't get an injury. Unfortunately, this keeps happening until you do something with this. I can wander with this, and that could give me contentment, or it could give me more dread, and then I'll die. So now I have a hardened physique. But I need 3 lessons learned to gain more health. Yep, I got an injury. I do have a vitality though, so that is a free thing. So I will use more passion. What do I want? I can use dread. So that way it'll get it out of my pool, but the problem is it pauses the timer on it. While I'm at it, I'm also gonna study this. So this will let me get more lore. Fanaticism. Hopefully something doesn't consume the dread by the time I'm done dreaming. I got some money for that. More fanaticism and dread. And I'm sick. So, fascination, dread. So I have 2 Watchman secret. So if you look down here, this requires knowledge. So usually it's a puzzle that you're supposed to figure out, but I believe you need reason. So you need erudition to upgrade it. So I'm gonna go ahead and make one of those so I can then upgrade it to a higher level. I am running low on funds. So let me work with a health. So this will just give me less chance of injury, which is a good thing. Because if you upgrade it to a higher level, I believe you can't get sick anymore or get injured from it. But I am running low on funds, so I might just have to get the normal job, which I hate. Fleeting Reminiscence. Let me do that again to get rid of these 2 cards. He's going to consume Mystique, of course, because he's a piece of shit. Excuse my language. I really hate the investigators. So if you see, this has the lantern aspect, and it soaks up knowledge. So erudition can be used with study to gain reason, and then it can also be used the same way. I got just 1 money from that, but I can do it again if I want to, which I will do just to earn some more. I want to try. Oh, I have 5 glimmering. Oh my god, I wish I realized that sooner. I don't think I'm going to be able to use all of them, because this is, well, it might if I time it right. Nope. Okay. So this is gonna, this goes through multiple runs, so unfortunately I can't. This still has 120 seconds, so that should be okay. So affliction, vitality. If you spend money on it, you get more out of it, I believe. I'm currently down to 2 money, so let's go painting again. Let's use a fleeting reminiscence. I have my health back, which is nice. Can use my erudition on that. I'm not gonna buy paints. Let me just check something on my phone real quick. Sorry about that. Okay. God, we've already been going for 23 minutes. I know it's not the most interesting game, but it is very fun to play. Another fleeting reminiscence. Another contentment. I have my health back, which is nice. I only got 1 fun from that, which sucks. And no glimmering. Well, God, if this would hurry up. I wish there was like a 3 times speed. Resentment. I can't do anything with. I think I have to wait till that decays. So this has 1 little more tick on it. So this means it's a 4 level thing, while the other ones were just 2. Yeah, 2. So every single base level thing is a 2, while the upgraded is 4, and so you can get them up to like, I think like 16 or something. You can get it very high. I'll start using that. Try to upgrade my this should finish faster, I believe. And then I will use that to upgrade. Let me do this again, so I can just constantly earn some money. I have my passion back. I'm going to do that, and then I think I can go further. So through dreaming, you can access what is called the Mansis, I believe, which is like the mystic world. And so you can get certain things from it. And your goal is to go further into the house, to go further up the path. 2, 1. Pause that immediately. Do vitality, start. So this is like very, like you have to be, oop, nope. I want to do skilled labor. You have to be like very on top of like upgrading to the higher levels. So this gave me this, which is a very temporary thing that gives me 2 moth aspect. There is a lot of lore and secrets and everything like that, but it also gave me the way of the wood. So I have found my way into the house pretty much. And so if I sleep on the way of the wood and then I choose path. So this is approaching the white door. Now, if I don't have enough, or if I have the wrong thing, won't let me do anything. But because I upgraded this, I can actually access the white door. So once this ticks down, it'll change and you'll get to see that. So I have my health, vitality. Let's do another unskilled labor, health. I have vitality, a lesson learned. So now I can do a second one. This is gonna start consuming dread, I believe. So I found my way into the white door, which is the second path. But if I sleep on this and then I just don't do anything, we'll see what happens. Oh no, this is for fascination. I'm going to do this again just to get more health or get more money because I am teetering on the edge. Oops, did not mean to click and drag. Got another vitality, a lesson learned. Let me make a third one. So this lasts for 5 minutes. I think if I wander with this, I can possibly... Ooh, it's scary having 3 dread. I must engage my passion. So maybe if I use passion, I could have gone into the door. I forget. It's been a while since I played this. We barely done anything with the, I'm gonna save this. Let's paint instead. I can use dread as my inspiration. I'll use the highest one just so it takes up the card in case the dread thing pops up. Ooh, I got a glimmering for that. That's useful. Let me try this again. And then if I use, where's my passion? Oh, I used it for painting. Duh. That won't do anything. This will let me approach the white door. I can't do anything with that, so I think I'm just wasting sleep again. This gave me a contentment, so that is nice. So if something consumes dread, then I can I have the counteractive thing. I don't want to spend money on paints. I don't have that kind of money. I can use this now. Ugh. And we're going to upgrade it for another health. So this will be level 3 then. Yep, see, this just consumed dread. If this finishes in time, then I can use that to get rid of it. But this will hang around until I get either more dread or more contentment. I got a glimmering for that, which is nice. Multiple contentments, so that's very nice. Fascination. I think I'm gonna start trying to upgrade my passion next. Let me move that aside. Just I got a vitality for that, which is nice. I think I'm gonna get sick. No, this just might give me a vitality. I have a steely physique. So I think there's one more level to that. So I'm going to use these 2 glimmering. So my passion can refresh. And then I can just keep doing this to get money. I'm gonna sleep with this. Move my mystique over. I do have 3 vitality, but that's not really enough to upgrade. I do want to try to upgrade my passion. That would be nice. I might have to just go with health instead, because I'm getting a lot of vitality. This is going to give me another one, and then I won't upgrade health anymore. I'm only doing all of this because I know, like, further down the road, like, what you need. So it gets much harder the, like, further you get, because so many things are consuming your resources to upgrade, like, your health and stuff. Give me another fleeting reminiscence. I'm actually going to try passion. So now I can enter the wood. That's what I meant to do. This will give me another vitality. This will probably give me a vitality as well. So I'm up to 4 vitality. I can do this again. Give me a second. I'm trying to figure out because I think there's 2 paths you can do with the final yeah, it requires a suitable lore to upgrade, I believe. Nope, wrong thing. Sorry. Skill, a stronger physique. Hardened physique, steely physique. Okay, so in order to upgrade it, I need Forge or Edge lore. Let's keep doing that. Let's explore Mortland's shop just to see if I can find something. Ah, here we go. So this is the Mansus. And so right now I'm down here. And so I can either take this card, which is like a guaranteed I know, or I can choose 2 random ones. So the Well and the Temple of the Wheel. I think I'm going to do this one just to see. So I got a Peculiar Rumor. So if I explore with this, which by the time this is done, I can explore with it, I will get something from it. I'm not sure what. And that'll be the last thing I do before we are done for today. That's Moth, I believe. So you can usually tell by their colors. So this is, oh, I believe this is Edge, because the Edge is this kind of like greenish color. Let's explore with this so we can track down a rumor. Let's keep getting money. So with Arms of Steel, I cannot get hurt from doing unskilled labor. And so if I upgrade at the certain path I'm thinking of, then I get so if I explore with this now, if I upgrade at the path I'm thinking, then I will get it'll be faster to do an unskilled labor. I like that all of these cards are going away. I don't like that it's Dread, but I am just going to keep getting Vitality. I forget what happens if you sleep on health. Okay, so sleeping with health can give you contentment. You know what? No, let's do passion. I could use Mystique for this. And I'll use this so it holds on to it. So if something is in here, the timer doesn't go down. So now I have an acquaintance. I have not started a cult or anything. So now I have 2 acquaintances, which is useful. I don't want to spend money on that. Okay. So I have a knife secret, which is Edge. So Edge is this. Edge is essentially like damage. Let me use these 2 to upgrade them. So I think I need, 4 lessons learned. So I do have enough, and it should be done in time. Should be. That's fascination. Don't really care about that. I did get a glimmering for that. So now I can do that again. And I can use this Mystique again. And I'll use this again. to pause that because I'm trying to do this. So I don't want the timer to go down as much as possible. I'm going to explore with my health. I don't want to get a hireling. Fleeting reminiscence. It's another vitality. This one and this one. And this should be done in time. So then I'll have 4 of them, which means I can then tentative evidence. So I got some kind of evident or notoriety, probably from painting with Mystique. So if this gets too high, then they will arrest me. So I have 3 glimmerings, which is nice. Mystique, contentment. I have passion again. So once I upgrade my steely physique, I should be because I didn't want the hireling. If you sleep on it. Oh, I'm getting sick. Okay. That's done. Let me do this. Knife's edge. So once I'm done with this, I'm gonna pause for today. I really want to just keep playing. But I've already been going for 42 minutes and I was like, yeah, I'll just do a half hour. I don't want to use this. But I do need to keep earning money. I think I can hold off. That's that. Reason. Okay. I think I'm going to have to. No. I'm not going to be able to save this, so. So now I have a matchless physique. So this is the highest this can go. So just to show. So I am dangerous because I am very, very strong. Upgrade those 2. But for now, I'm going to pause. So if you like this and want to see me play more of this, leave a comment below. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye.